The edge of a forest is a wonderful and exciting place to live. If you don't believe me, just think of all of the stories that take place in deep, dark forests. This is one of them. This story is about, among other things, a young girl known as Goldilocks because of her long blonde hair. She lived with her family in the country, not far from the edge of the deepest, darkest forest around. One morning, while Goldilocks was playing in her yard, she saw a beautiful bird. It flew into the trees on the edge of the forest. Now, she had been told by her parents never to go into those woods by herself. But she wanted to get a better look at that wonderful bird, so she followed it. It kept flying away whenever she got close, as if it were playing a game with her. That was fun, and Goldilocks didn't notice how far into the forest the little bird was leading her. The bird led her to a clear area among the trees. In the middle of the clearing was a cottage that looked as if it belonged in a fairy tale. Goldilocks stood on tiptoe and peeked through one of the windows. She didn't see anyone inside. When she knocked on the door, it swung open. She called, "Hello," but nobody answered. She knew that she shouldn't, but she went inside the house. Crossing the front room, she walked up to a table. On the table were 3 bowls of delicious-smelling blackberry cobbler. She took a bite from one bowl, but it was too hot. She then tried a bite from another bowl. It was too cold. The cobbler in the 3rd bowl was just right, so she gobbled it all up and licked the bowl clean, spilling some juice on the front of her smock. Feeling full and drowsy, she went to sit on a chair and relax a bit. The first chair she sat in was far too soft. The second chair was much too hard. The third chair, a cute little thing, was just right. But when she sat in it, it broke to pieces. Still feeling like a nap, she went upstairs where she found 3 beds. The first bed she tried was much too soft. The second bed was far too hard. The third bed, while a little too short for her, was very comfortable. Goldilocks stretched, yawned, and she was asleep before her yawn was finished. In the meantime, in between time, as someone once said, the owners of the house were just returning. They had gone for a walk while their freshly baked blackberry cobbler was cooling. They were surprised to see that the front door was standing wide open. Papa Bear said that he was certain that he had closed it behind them. He crossed to the table and said, "Someone's been eating my blackberry cobbler." Mama Bear looked at her bowl and said, "Oh, someone's been eating my blackberry cobbler also." Baby Bear said, "Someone's eaten my blackberry cobbler all up." Then Papa Bear said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Mama Bear said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair, too." Baby Bear said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair, and they broke it all to pieces." The Bear family looked at the stairway. They started to quietly climb the stairs. Upstairs, Papa Bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Mama Bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, too." Baby Bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and here she is." Goldilocks woke up and saw that she was surrounded by bears. In a flash, she jumped off of the bed and streaked by the startled bears, down the stairs and out the door. She ran through the forest back the way she had come. Before long, she was back where she had started. She was quietly playing when her father called her to supper. He asked her what was on the front of her smock. She said, "Well, it may look like blackberry cobbler, but of course it couldn't be."